This Bob Hayes Invitational Spotlight brought to you by Kersey Chiropractic and DallasCowboys.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm overwhelming. I'm thrilled. Grateful. I've been blessed by the grace of God. Winning 2 Olympic gold medals in world record time. Becoming the club of the world's greatest professional sports team in the history of America.
You know, Bob Hayes definitely was a great track and field performer, but one thing's for certain, when you talk about making plays, he did it time in and time out for the Dallas Cowboys, and we got a chance to talk to the playmaker, Michael Irvin, about the Dallas legend. Along with Hayes, Michael Irvin is regarded as one of the most prolific wide receivers in the history of the NFL. Irvin helped win 3 Super Bowls for the Dallas Cowboys during the 1990s and was enshrined into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2007. The playmaker reflects on his close relationship with Hayes.
You can talk to him. He'll give advice to me because he knows the things that I am about to face. But he'll give advice to you because you're a good man, because you're a man. And the Bible says be good to our brothers. And that's how he was.
Bob Hayes joins you as the only Cowboys receivers in the Hall of Fame here this summer. When you first heard the news, how did you react to it?
The right thing is to put Bob in. Whenever you get a guy that has changed the game, that made people go back in those rooms and have meetings and say, hey, we can't leave this like this because this guy is killing us. And then you bring in his own defense to help defenses stop him. You don't need to look at numbers to determine if this guy belongs in the Hall of Fame. You need to look at the decision made to change the game. And it was because of him. And you say, hey, that's an innovation that came in the game because of that man. He's a Hall of Famer. That's the bottom line.
How great would it have been to play across with Bob Hayes?
Yeah, to have Bob knock the top off of defenses for me and I could run my deep ends and deep outs, it would have been incredible. You know, people always look at Bob and his track invitation. That's a great thing. It's a great thing. And it's great that Bob's doing it. But so because of Bob, people always go and get track guys thinking they can make them football players. I will contend Bob was a football player that could run track.
We know about his talent on the field, and you talked about all the experiences you guys had together talking off the field. What was Bob Hayes like as a person for folks who never saw that?
Approachable. A man that never made what he did bigger than who he is.
I know you're going to be in the induction this summer, watching Bob get inducted. Do you think it's going to be an emotional moment for you, seeing what you went through with Bob and seeing that it took him a little bit extra longer to get into the Hall of Fame?
No doubt. No doubt it will be an emotional moment. And just what Bob's family has gone through, this long, waiting on him to get there. And, he's gone. He's gone on to be with our Creator. But for that day, that moment, he gets to come back to Canton and visit with us. And absolutely, that's going to be emotional.
Did you ever have a chance in high school to run in the Bob Hayes Invitational?
I did not, no. I was a football player, period. I wasn't blessed with what Bob had. Right. I hear about his track invitation. I hear it's doing great.
What does it say about him to give back to the community for so many years, especially with this event?
That's the kind of guy he is. And that's what it says. This is the kind of guy I am. I'm always about giving back to people. And he really was. He really was. He's always about giving back. I'm just so happy that people are continuing to carry on his tradition of giving back and holding up his good name, because he was a good man.
When we return, the girls and boys 4x100 relays. The 45th annual Bob Hayes Invitational, presented by Under Armour, introduces its latest innovation, UA running footwear, now available. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. Diet Mountain Dew, do the do. And by Madison County Chamber of Commerce and Tourism that invites you to learn more about Madison County at madisonfl.org. This Bob Hayes Invitational Spotlight brought to you by DallasCowboys.com.
touchdown receptions with 71. The Cowboys' record for career yards per catch at an even 20 yards. He holds the Cowboys' single-season record for punt return average at 20.8 yards per attempt. He is still one of the most electrifying players to ever wear a Cowboys uniform. A native of Jacksonville, Florida, a product of Florida A&M University, this uniquely gifted athlete earned 4 All-Pro selections and 3 trips to the Pro Bowl. He is the only man to win a gold medal in the Olympic 100-meter dash and also win a Super Bowl ring. He is the newest member of the Ring of Honor. He is number 22. Let's give a warm Texas Stadium welcome for Bob Hayes.
Dallas Cowboy owner Jerry Jones helped enshrine Bob Hayes into the Cowboys Ring of Honor at Texas Stadium on September 23, 2001, just a year before Hayes passed away.
Bob Hayes.
He didn't have world-class speed. He had the world's best speed. He didn't just give fans their money's worth. He took their breath away.
It's a great day for the Dallas Cowboy organization to honor the only man that has ever won an Olympic gold medal plus won a Super Bowl ring. He's truly a gift to all the fans forevermore for the Dallas Cowboys, and it's great pride, Bob, to have you in the Ring of Honor. Let's hear it for Bob Hayes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm overwhelming. I'm thrilled, grateful. I've been blessed by the grace of God. Winning 2 Olympic gold medals in world record time. Becoming declared the world's greatest professional sports team in the history of America to me. My family and my friends, thank you all. And you Dallas Cowboys fans, you the greatest fans in the world.
Cowboys former All-Pro safety Cliff Harris is also a Ring of Honor member with Hayes and has been a finalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Harris appreciated when it was finally made official for Bob Hayes to get his well-deserved spot in Canton, Ohio.
Well, it's about time Bob Hayes has gone into the Hall of Fame. He's deserved it for many, many years relative to the other receivers that's gone into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I mean, he was definitely the best receiver for the era in which he played. Bob Hayes needed to go in the Hall of Fame, and I'm glad to see him go in the Hall of Fame. I'd like to see him. He needed to go in before I did. I think he was that great of a player. I think that like I was saying, that I think this is a recognition maybe of that era and of those great players from that era. You know, we dominated that 70s time frame, and there definitely need to be more players. And I think it's going to help not only me, and I think it's going to help other players to go in the Hall of Fame.
This Bob Hayes Invitational Spotlight brought to you by DallasCowboys.com. Coming up next on the 45th Annual Bob Hayes Invitational Track and Field Meet presented by Under Armour, the finals for the girls and boys 3,200-meter run.